Well, there was a trip that I really did not plan on making, and it certainly has an effect on my unveiling video that's coming out. Stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yep, that was a trip I really did not anticipate making. Where'd you go? Well, the bike that I picked up, I had to take it back. And this was through no fault of Exalted Bikes. Todd was great to work with. I just got done speaking with him. We are going to come up with something that I'm going to get. But as he said, I was looking for a unicorn. So what happened? Well, that bike did check off all the boxes, but the one that I didn't even know I had a box on, and that was the range. I just could not get nearly enough range on that bike for what I needed to have. And so we spoke, and I brought it back up here. So what does that leave me with? Sorry, I'm driving on the highway at the same time right here, so I'm sort of watching traffic as well. But yeah, I'm thinking I may need to go to two bikes. One for the off-road and one for Michelle and I to do our cycling together. So that's what I'm looking for right now, primarily that. You see, that's the primary reason for the e-bikes, is for the riding that I do with that lovely bride of mine. But in order to do the secondary thing that I like to do with the bikes, I'm watching that car trying to dart in here a little bit. There we go, he made it in. The second thing that I do is the mountain biking, and that takes a bike with some pretty good components on it. And that's why I purchased the bike that I got. It had them. Unfortunately, it did not have the range that I needed to get. So, yeah, that one had to go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably strip down my Trek bike and put it back to strictly off-road. I am still looking at getting a upgrade for off-road, but for now I am looking at getting a bike that Michelle and I will be using, that I will be using with Michelle and I as we're out doing our biking when we go on the road trips and stuff like that. Now, the off-roading that I plan to do, I'd really like to up my game on that quite a little bit. And so there we go. And that's something that I've been dabbling with, and I haven't really done a whole lot of videos when I'm doing that, but it's something that I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to dabble in it a little bit more than what I have been. And I guess my first question for you guys to put down in the comments is, would you like for me to take you along with me as I am doing my mountain biking and with what I'm practicing on with that? That would be something that we can do. You know, it would be a matter of strapping the camera on. It may not be a lot of talking during a lot of it because I'm putting out a lot of exertion and really trying to focus now on improving myself on the mountain biking while I still have the chance, while I'm still young enough to do that. So that would be my first question to toss out there. My next question would be, what do you guys think of a bike for the rides that Michelle and I do? I'm not against a hub drive for those rides. If I'm going to have one primary bike, which is what I was trying to do, but I cannot find that unicorn, it would have to be a mid-drive. Just no question about that. But if I'm using a bike on the rail trails and the bike paths and to tour different places that we go, I almost slipped up and tossed out where we were going on our next road trip right there. Almost, but I didn't. But, you know, I don't have to have a mid-drive to do that with. I could do that with a hub drive. And so, what would my requirements be for a bike for Michelle and I? Well, number one, I need to have a step over. I like the rigidity of the frame. I'm just much more comfortable on a step over. Number two, I need to have a relatively long range on it. So I am probably looking at a dual battery type bike, one that I can have an auxiliary battery added to. That would probably be best, because then on shorter rides I would not have to have the auxiliary battery there. On longer rides it's an option to be there. Brings me into my third have to have, and that is going to be relatively lightweight. Now, when I say relatively lightweight, the lightweight that I was looking for with the mountain biking, when I was trying to make one bike my daily rider, it does not have to be that light. It does not have to be that light. But I'm not looking for an all-wheel drive 120-pound bicycle. I want to keep it down as light as I can. As I said, I'm not opposed to the idea of a hub drive for what we're looking at here. So, yep, that's my wish list. Drop down in the comments what you think. And give me some suggestions. Help me out here a little bit. Hey, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Till the next one, Southern E-Biking telling you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.